Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. WWE WrestleMania 41 was a big bash for the superstars and fans of the company. Triple H and his team will be looking to shake things up in the upcoming 2025 WWE Draft. The draft typically occurs during the post-WrestleMania season, once several rivalries have reached a boiling point. It's a good way to refresh the brands and provide fans with new storylines to look forward to. Gunther was recently relieved of the World Heavyweight Championship following his defeat by JUSO. Meanwhile, Cody Rhodes will no longer be carrying the SmackDown brand after losing the undisputed WWE Championship to John Cena. Many results from WrestleMania will have an effect on the 2025 draft. It could lead to some bigger rivalries heading into SummerSlam. Gunther lost the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 41. Instead of targeting JUSO, who defeated him, he went over to the announced team and harassed them instead. He attacked Michael Cole and Pat McAfee, prompting the former to demand that he be fired from the brand. This could lead to him switching brands very soon. Gunther could leave Raw following his actions and get drafted to the SmackDown brand. He has faced most of the top competitors on the Red brand, and it would be exciting to see him enter into some rivalries on SmackDown in the coming months. Braun Strowman has undergone several restarts in WWE. The base of his gimmicks has been the same throughout, as the creative team portrays him as a monster, regardless of his actions. Strowman has lost many matches and rivalries, and has lost credibility. WWE has used him to put over other big men like Bronson Reed and Jacob Fatu. Triple H could have him switch brands and move to Raw, where he could reinvent himself as a heel. That could see him get into some top feuds and potentially challenge JUSO for the top title, helping to solidify him as the face of the brand. CM Punk was assigned to the Raw brand following his WWE return. He has appeared on all three brands of the promotion several times, as the company cannot simply contain him due to his popularity. Punk may be done with the Red brand after his loss at WrestleMania 41, which could lead to him being drafted to SmackDown, where he can work away from Seth Rollins for a while. This angle will allow the company to keep the rivalry between Punk and Rollins in fans' minds without having to bring them to the ring again for some time. Drew McIntyre was moved to SmackDown earlier this year as part of his Bloodline Hunter storyline. However, the story did not go too far, and he has had a good rivalry with Damian Priest heading into WrestleMania. Triple H could move the Scottish Warrior back to Raw, where he could emerge as a top contender to challenge JUSO for the World Heavyweight Championship. The title scene is open on Raw, with a babyface holding the championship. It could be a good move as the two men have a lot of history, and Drew McIntyre needs a big win to get ahead in WWE. The creative has exhausted Rhea Ripley on the Raw brand after giving her two lengthy Women's World Championship runs. She has competed against most top names on the brand several times, and may be ready for a move. The Nightmare could move to SmackDown during the 2025 draft to search for new storylines. She might turn heel on the brand and target Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Championship. The two women could elevate the SmackDown brand's title and take it to new heights. A change of brands could help Mommy get ahead. Roman Reigns has been the cornerstone of SmackDown for a long time. He reigned as the undisputed WWE champion on the brand and terrorized its stars for over 4 years. The OTC could change brands and move to Raw to give Netflix a boost. He has already appeared on the brand several times this year, and his main rivalry with Seth Rollins could also take center stage there. WWE could build on the tensions between the two stars on Raw and continue to keep the roster loaded. It would be a wise move to have Roman Reigns target the superstars of Raw in the coming months. The WWE Draft is the great reset button in professional wrestling, a time when rivalries are disrupted, tag teams split, and champions find themselves in new territories. It shakes the foundation of both Raw and SmackDown, breathing fresh life into tired storylines and launching unexpected pushes. With WrestleMania 41 in the books, and the WWE Universe still buzzing from unforgettable moments Dominic Mysterio's IC title win, attention now turns to the 2025 WWE Draft. Rumors are flying, locker rooms are on edge, and fans are furiously fantasy booking. Here are 6 WWE superstars we think could be packing their bags and jumping to a new brand this year. LA Knight has been one of SmackDown's most charismatic forces over the past year, rallying the crowd with catchphrases and undeniable swagger. But after falling short in his pursuit of the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, it might be time for a change in scenery. Knight moving to Raw could be exactly the spark he needs. On the Red brand, he'd be free from the logjam created by Roman Reigns' shadow and could immediately be thrust into the World Heavyweight Championship picture. Fresh rivalries with Seth Rollins if he remains on Raw, Drew McIntyre, or even Gunther could ignite a new chapter in the megastar's career. Plus, the Monday Night crowd would be chanting, "Yeah," before he even finishes his entrance. Bianca Belair is no stranger to Raw. Her historic title reign on the Red brand helped define the post-pandemic era of women's wrestling. After spending the past year feuding on SmackDown, including a memorable triple threat match at WrestleMania 41, Belair could be poised for a return home. With Rhea Ripley's shocking injury after Mania and subsequent vacating of the Women's World Championship, Raw's women's division needs a strong anchor, and there's no better choice than the EST of WWE. Imagine the rematches: Bianca versus Becky, Bianca versus Liv, Bianca versus Jade Cargill, if Jade stays red. Goosebumps. With the bloodline in flux after Roman Reigns' WrestleMania 41 loss and potential departure for a hiatus, Solo Sikoa could be a dark horse in the draft. His quiet intensity and devastating offense make him a dangerous presence wherever he lands. A Raw move would allow Solo to step out of Reigns' shadow and possibly become the new face of chaos on Monday nights. Give him a few heaters from NXT or underutilized Raw stars, and suddenly you've got a dominant faction on your hands, Samoan Spike and all. Don't be surprised if Paul Heyman has something to say about it. Braun Breaker has done everything there is to do in NXT, and his appearances on Raw have been nothing short of explosive. But SmackDown, with its 2-hour format and sports-style presentation, might be the perfect place for Braun to become a household name. A move to the blue brand would pit him against some of WWE's most athletic superstars. Think Braun versus Montez Ford, Braun versus Sheamus, or even Braun versus AJ Styles. The possibilities are wild, and with his powerhouse style and second-generation pedigree, he's ready to break more than just necks. He's ready to break through. If WWE wants to build its future now, Breaker's arrival on SmackDown should be treated like a big deal. Think tanks, pyro, maybe even a spear through the LED wall. Kevin Owens is the ultimate utility player, able to turn face or heel on a dime, work any style, and cut promos that leave fans hanging on every word. After a successful, but somewhat scattered run on Raw post-Sami tag team success, a switch to SmackDown could give Co a renewed sense of purpose. SmackDown's current top-tier scene feels like it's in transition, and Owens could step in as the chaotic anti-hero the brand needs. Whether challenging for the IC title, feuding with Solo Sikoa, or getting into a mic war with LA Knight should he stay blue, Owens brings instant credibility and unpredictability. Also, let's be honest, there's something nostalgic about Co on Friday nights. It just feels right. IYO Sky had a standout run as WWE Women's Champion, dazzling audiences with aerial assaults and hard-hitting matches. But with damaged CTRL's future uncertain following Bayley's departure from the group and some backstage tension brewing, a solo run could be in the cards. A switch to SmackDown might be the first step in that evolution. On the blue brand, IYO could be positioned as a top-tier babyface, or a dangerous loner heel. Either way, the matchups are salivating. IYO versus Tiffany Stratton, IYO versus Charlotte Flair when she returns, or IYO versus Bianca Belair if both women move.